Mm,
I don't know if I have told you that or not, but I really do. And you know what else I love? I love cars. Like, who was the genius that invented cars? I know, but I think that there was what they be made of. Plastic, plants, some new metal. You know, the possibilities, as always, are endless. This is Jason, and you're listening to Chat Till You Die. Chat Till You Die News. Today, a man has been reported of chatting till he died. How sad, man. Although, I like it. I like it pretty much. I mean, I do not like the fact that the guy died. I like the fact that he died because of chatting. You know? I love chatting, man. I love it too, I must say. And he did it till he died. He died what he loved best, my man. He died doing what he loved best, my man. And I think he was smart. They say he was smart. I think you can find his grave somewhere. You know, good man, good chatter. He died a good death. He had a good talk. He chatted till he died. Chat till you die. FM 95.
I didn't had any childhood actually because I was kept in a basement for 4 years, but whenever I heard my dad starting his two-stroke car, I know that he went away, and that meant no beatings that day. So maybe this is where the good feelings come from. But back on topic, I actually have the Gavaltic version of the car which has lots of room. I can even fit my mother-in-law in it if I would want that. But I don't want that. And this was not a paid promotion, I just promoted it because I like it, okay?
Chat till you die news. Today I have talked to a man who came to the studio and he said that he wants to repopulate the village and he is searching for women to do that. So he can serve mankind and repopulate the earth, you know. But one of our female callers said that she knows the guy and this is just a trick to get women. And this dude cannot be trusted. Still, even if it's a trick, I think it's a good idea. We need to repopulate the earth so I can tell you guys more news because I think we have only a few people listening to us sadly, and that is not good for business. Anyhow, the sun is going to shine on. It seems like it will shine on forever and you, but you know, it could happen. So, back to our main topic robots having sex. I mean, our main topic is the future, but you know, this is a really important part of it. Can you imagine robots that build each other? Okay, let's forget about sex now. I know I talked too much about it. So, there are two robots. They build a more advanced robot than themselves. And, you know, we have no business in this. We don't even know how they built it. You know what I'm saying? And just like genetic mutations and the evolution, talk about my man. I don't know if I have told you that already or not, but I really do. And you know what else I love? I love cars. Like, who was the genius that invented cars? I know, but I think that there was a lot of people together that invented it. I saw drawings of a 16th century, 17th century car. Well, it was planned at least. How amazing is that? People wanted to overcome great distances. And of course, horses were great. Without horses, we would not have evolved so quickly, you know. But how weird is that? An animal sitting or riding on another animal to evolve, to develop. You know, and after that, cars came. Maybe the most important, most biggest achievement of mankind, like ever. We take cars for granted now, but did you guys seriously think about it sometimes? You have to respect cars, my man. They drive your wife to the hospital to give birth. Yes, even if you have a rubber wife. And yes, I know since the apocalypse this is not common, but
cars, I mean trucks were used to get food from one place to another, bring it to the stores, I think it's quite amazing. But what I would like to know is that how cars are gonna look like in the future. Will they be faster? Of course. Will they be louder? I think not. What about the shape, the forms? It is just a really interesting thing to talk about. What will they be made of? Plastic, plants, some new metal? The possibilities as always are endless. This is Jason and you are listening to Chat Till You Die.
Chat Till You Die News. Today I have talked to a man who came to the studio and he said that he wants to repopulate the village and he is searching for women to do that. So he can serve mankind and repopulate the earth. But one of our female callers said that she knows the guy and this is just a trick to get women. And this dude cannot be trusted. Still, even if it's a trick, I think it's a good idea. We need to repopulate the earth, so I can tell you guys more news because I think we have only a few people listening to us sadly, and that is not good for business. Anyhow, the sun is going to shine on, it seems like it will shine on forever, and you who's listening to this station right now, shine on my friend, and don't forget to chat even if you are dead. Chat till you die. Go and eat some pie or get really high while you are listening to Chat Till You Die. Hello everyone, this is Jason again, and I must say I have the best job in the whole wide world. I'm just having fun, I'm talking, and I'm basically chatting with you guys, even if I don't hear your responses. You know what would be fun? Playing games like board games or some computer games and having tons of people just look at it. Seriously, if I could do...
Maybe one day they can make robots that look like us, that talk like us, behave like us, have sex like us. Sorry again, man. But hey, this is an interesting thought. Let me get into it more. Robots mating. I mean, robots producing offspring, my man. You know that topic is the future, but this is a really important part of it. Can you imagine robots that build each other? Okay, let's forget about sex now. I know I talk too much about it. So there are two robots. They build a more advanced robot than themselves. And we have no business in this. We don't even know how they built it. You know what I'm saying? And just like genetic mutations and the evolution, that robot builds another one, and that robot builds another robot. Man, the building process and the whole speed of this whole thing will increase exponentially, my man. This is actually pretty horrifying to think about. CDYD Radio, Chat Till You Die. Hey my friends, this is Jason and this is Chat Till You Die, or for short CDYD Radio. We are going to chat till we die. I have some interesting topics that I thought would be exciting to talk about. Let's talk about the future. What do you guys think the future will be like? Will there be flying cars, robots, or robots you can have sex with?
The other things too, stuff like say he's an idiot, and when you say, hey, George is a dumb guy, does George know he is a dumb guy? Did ever just one person on earth acknowledge or admit that he's one of the above mentioned? I think not. But this is a topic for another time. Let's talk about hypocrites. Do any of you uneducated survivors know what that even means? Chances are, if you don't know what a hypocrite is, you are one. Oh, and by the way, by educated, I mean you can educate yourself at home too. Read some freaking books, look around, sit down, think, use your brain. That's what it's for, my man, or my woman. While I don't have any women, I don't like them, and I tell you why. They are also hypocrites. And I'm being honest, it is scientifically proven that more women are hypocrites than men. But that is an evolution.
I hate kids. I mean, now in the apocalypse, I don't see too many of them, thank God. But geez, I hated them so much back in the normal days. They were loud, they smelled, they were assholes. I mean, admit it. Everyone knows that kids are just tiny little assholes and shit is flowing out of them constantly. And those parents, dear God, they always said we would overpopulate and all that. And they always say there are way too many people on the earth. But still they produce tons of these tiny assholes. Because hey, they said, I want kids, but other people should not have any because then there will be too many. I just don't get it, my man, I just don't get it. As for me, I like the way things are now. Please, people, keep killing each other. This is the best birth control that was ever invented. Way better than condoms or pills. Angry Greg, he runs you over with a Cadillac. What the beep is wrong with people? How can you confuse an Italian sausage with a Hungarian one? It's like confusing your mother with your sister. Wait, that happened to me once. Not that I did anything wrong with them, I mean I was just hungry, okay? Get off my back. Was it my girlfriend? I don't know, man, they taste all the same when you cook them right. That said, can you be vegan in the apocalypse? Like, we cannot really grow crops, can we? Well, at least I couldn't. Well, maybe the earth I was planting them in was full with dead bodies, and that's not good for plants. Might just eat those bodies instead then while you're at it, right?
Angry Greg's Rage Radio, FM 96.6. If your face is wrong, I know a good fix. And I run away with the chicks. Okay, you know what I really hate? The school system. The education system. Like, I want to study what I like, what I'm interested in. You know? I know, we all should be able to read and write and, you know, do some basic math and stuff. Math can be important, but other than that, I'm just not impressed with the way schools work. I mean, if I'm interested in history, I want to focus on that and not freaking chemistry class. I mean, it always felt like they were wasting my time, and the other thing, we should need more important things to focus on. Involving schools, like, most people don't know how to fill out official papers, hell, even pay the bills correctly. I mean, is there a subject on these things in schools? Most people can't even write a letter properly and things like that. And just the way things work are bad. I mean, school is humiliating. The other kids laugh at you. Teachers laugh at you if you do something wrong to another. I mean, all of this was written on her face. She was sweating inside the car like hell, but then again, I don't think she would be able to move on her own. She was so fat. But hey, lady, stay in the car. Please don't move any muscles. You might lose some weight, right? Hypocrites. My God, where do I even start with these bastards? And what always bugs my mind, do hypocrites know they are hypocrites? Did ever just one of them admit it to being one? Well, that goes for all the other sayings too, you know, stuff like when you say, he's an idiot, and when you say, hey, George is a dumb guy. Does George know he is a dumb guy? Did ever just one person on earth acknowledge or admit that he's one of the above mentioned? I think not. But this is a topic for another time. Let's talk about hypocrites. Do any of you uneducated survivors know what that even means? Chances are, if you don't know what a hypocrite is, you are one. Oh, and by the way, by educated, I mean you can educate yourself at home too. He or she is right, and maybe you think you are right. That is why sometimes a third person comes in handy. Third person, get it? But in the heat of the moment, it is hard to imagine ourselves in the place of the other guy. But hell, we should do that. Not saying I can do that actually, because I can't. I just punch the guy in the face if I think he's wrong, and that about settles it usually. But a wise man once said, don't say anything if you are angry, because you are not saying what you're supposed to. Man, I don't know who said this, but I would punch him in the face. Angry Greg Rage.
What the beep is wrong with people? How can you confuse an Italian sausage with a Hungarian one? It's like confusing your mother with your sister. Wait, that happened to me once. Not that I did anything wrong with them, I mean I was just getting it off my back. Was it my girlfriend? I don't know, man, they taste all the same when you cook them right. That said, can you be vegan in the apocalypse? Like, we cannot really grow crops, can we? Or at least I could. Or maybe the earth I was planting them in was full with dead bodies, and that's not good for plants. Might just eat those bodies instead then while you're at it, right?
Hypocrites. My God, where do I even start with these bastards? And what always bugs my mind, do hypocrites know they are hypocrites? Did ever just one of them...
Neon Synth Radio. Have a wonderful day, my friends. I forgot to tell you before that only girls and boys with sexy bodies can listen to this radio station. If you're an ugly person without style, please turn off the radio now, okay? That being said, I mean, ugly people, I saw a few really ugly people today. I mean, they had wheels instead of legs, and they said all kinds of nasty stuff about me. I had to run like hell. One of them followed me here to the studio. Seriously, what are those things? Not exactly sexy, my man, not at all. And speaking of not exactly sexy, why do people with trash bodies go to the beach? I mean, why would you want to show your veiny, ugly legs and fat bellies? This is just nasty. Please, work out, eat healthy, and look good. Maybe then you will have a sexy ass like I do. Neon Sexy Radio. You have to look good while you're listening to us. If not, then make like a tree and get out of here.